Oh my God, what did we just walk into this morning? It is not looking good for Destroy Lonely because a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, we already discussed how he did in fact have some sort of domestic abuse charge on his record, and he was going to court, I believe it was this month or next month, with his ex-girlfriend who is now going off on him on Twitter, and she's posting pictures with blood and all that. Now, I'm not saying believe any of it, I'm just saying it's not looking good. And of course, Destroy Lonely had the best comeback, and by best I mean maybe a tad bit insensitive by just saying hoes mad. But let's get into it. Aisha Mia, who is Destroy Lonely's ex-girlfriend, starts off this morning 5 hours ago, so it was early, man. What's up, like 8 or 9 a.m? Pissed off. She had too many espressos that morning, I guess. But she says, I feel like when I say don't talk about me, I mean it always respectfully. And what she's talking about specifically is apparently Destroy Lonely went up to her best friend while he's in Paris for Fashion Week, allegedly trying to talk to her best friend about her or get to her in some way. That's just how, you know, dudes are. You want to talk to your girl or your ex-girl. She says, now Bobby, and no, she's not talking about me. She's talking about Destroy Lonely. That's his real name. Why are you in Paris following my best friend in the club to the bathroom with your security to talk about me? And of course, fans are memeing the shit out of this because he even put up the praying emoji. He's getting caught up looking a little bit like a simp, but hey, he's richer and got more bitches and got more aura than me, so who am I to talk? But still.
Tell her what you just said. No, no. I'm being so 100. I would never ever in my life. I would never ever in my life. Tell her. This is between us. Tell her how much you love her and what you just said.
So it looks like Destroy Lonely got in his feels while he was at the club. You can hear the music in the background. It was probably on the same night that he got caught on camera kissing that girl's ass, and he's just in his rebound era. And then he saw his ex-girlfriend's best friend and then got caught in his feels and realized that, man, what am I doing eating these hoes' ass? And so he just had to let her know. It happens to the best of us. Don't make fun of him for it. But she continues, I'm so over this shit. LMAO, it's been 2 years trying to make me the bad guy and I've been quiet. Cry baby ass. Mad over Lucky, you verbally abused me for an entire 21-hour flight to Germany, and when I finally snapped and hit you, choked me and then called my mom to play victim. And then she posts pictures. I'm not gonna go into it because it'll get demonetized. It's a little bit graphic, but she said cracks my head open in Germany after pushing me into a bed frame and then threw all my shit in the hallway, all because I was tired and didn't want to get up at the exact second to roll a blunt. That's how opium treats their women. That's how they get so many. It's all a front. They just hire them to be their blunt rollers. Nobody opium gay though. But of course, with such gruesome images, Destroy Lonely had to respond because that looks really bad. And if he doesn't deny it or explain the situation, then he just looks crazy online and he's a huge target. And so what does he say? He said, everybody who know me in real life knows this ain't facts or me. I'm not proving myself to the internet or no woman. Bitch beat on me 1,000 times when I post a fake ass injury. Never cracked nobody's skull. Ask my manager. Everybody know the true story. Not doing no clout cap for you. Hoes mad. It is hard to respond in these situations though. I've never been in it, but I could only assume, considering like if you didn't do it, how do you necessarily prove that you didn't do it? Because you can't just send a picture with empty hands being like, look, I never hit her, and then she comes out guns blazing with like a bloody skull and everything. But given the sensitivity and severity of the situation, maybe hoes mad isn't the best response. Get somebody in the Interscope PR team to take over the Twitter account and give some convoluted apology as to how a man should never touch a woman, but he never did it anyway. So, or they need to get the Cardi detectives from the Reddit or Interscope to somehow reduce her credibility by showing that she has like mental hospital bills or something like that to show that she's just lying on his name. But for now, it's just he said versus she said. And again, they do have a court date coming soon, so so the charges are real. But she continues, we were out once with at least 10 people. We argue. I want to sit in the car till the race over. You take one of my phones to try and stop me. I order an Uber to go. You hop in my Uber and slap me in the face 4 times. And then same night you go and cry on a song with Pink Pantheress about it because he did a feature with her. How you create a whole fake world with me and act like you have autism. Wait, what? And you were so abused growing up and nobody understands you just to keep me away from all the weird shit you really want to be on and live 2 different lives. What kind of weird shit is he talking about? Also, Destroy Lonely is claiming he got autism, or she's just saying that he's acting like he has autism. Last time I tweet, he say I do it for clout, but baby boy, you knew who I was before. Baby boy, huh? Cardi? Maud? I ever knew you and our whole relationship, you've been trying to break me apart for having a life before I started dating you. Then want to hang out with people I've been around and talk shit about me. You weird. Because what she confirms that maybe she got down with Lucky before she started fooling around with Destroy Lonely. Just weird as fuck. I couldn't even listen to Don Toliver. Anytime I tried, he either made fun of me or calling him gay and a Then the second we stopped talking for a month, you go record music with him and send it to me verbatim. Now I see why you like him so much. I mean, I don't know why she's airing out all of the pillow talk right now, because sometimes you just don't understand music or an artist until you do. And we all get passionate about our music taste and we call shit gay or lame or trash or whatever. And then maybe we hear a good song and then we're like, okay, this actually clicked now. And I guess that happened to Don Toliver. But now she's ruining that relationship. Now she's talking about the actual court records where police were called, and obviously that's why Destroy Lonely got arrested for domestic abuse. And she said, never called cops on Bobby, arrested the day of. We fought for hours in the apartment and downstairs, and he started shouting that he didn't know me and I'm a hoe, already dating for a year plus, then slammed me on the floor in front of security guard, 2 grown men, who then called the cops on him. Didn't the same shit happen to Ken Carson on that body cam footage that leaked? I'm not gonna go too far into it because I'm not incriminating anybody, but still, man, she has so many stories. She just goes on and on. You tried to instill this dark, nobody can know what we do life and act like if I post myself anywhere, you'll lose aura points. Cried over every pic I ever posted. Called me a whore, hoe, user. Anytime I posted anything you ain't want me to post, now you exactly where you wanna be. I mean, sometimes these girls just don't understand the game of aura and the opium aesthetic. Now, I don't really give a fuck personally, but I do know that if you're in opium, like, you can't be posting publicly all the time because 1, they do want to maintain their rareness so that when they actually do get active on social media, people are ready for music and everything. But also 2, look at what happened to like PNB Rock and Pop Smoke. Like, if girls are posting your location, then you're easily a target for people who are jealous of your fame and money. And we all know how the opium fan base is. Like, they will go find him. In Tokyo, he wanted me to go to one of our friends' events. We just argued, so I wanted to chill instead. Verbally fight. I leave hotel. You follow me for the entire 20-minute walk. I give up and walk back to the hotel. You snap and choke and drag me 3 times by my neck at the addition. Every fight has come from either me saying no or wanting to leave his physical presence, or me having my own mouth and thoughts, then playing manipulation games and trying to blame me. I've snapped back out of protection myself multiple times. I don't wake up and beat on anyone. On his birthday, last I wore a white dress for him. He loved it. Then the second we get around Cardi, he go tell me I embarrass him. I wore that dress so Cardi could see my puh. Then called me a hoe about it for months. Bro, you are embarrassing. So he didn't want Cardi to see this girl's puss lips because maybe he thought Cardi would steal her away from him. It's like, nah, I feel like I get this sometimes where, like, if you're alone with your girl and, you know, she wears something a little bit risque, you're like, ooh, that's sexy. But then if you're around like your friends or your mom or dad or family, you're like, okay, be a little bit more conservative here because you want them to be a good representation of you and you don't want them to know that they're a freak. Not letting anyone taint my character when I really just be chilling and unbothered and never speak on nothing. Call me your wife, ring and all you got me is music, and act like you in it for other reasons. Talk shit about everyone around you. They turn around and smile in their face and talk about me. You have no loyalty to anyone. You knew this was coming. That's why you hid from me since. Before we get into more of her stories, I'm not saying that they're not true, but I had to give Destroy Lonely at least one response where he's responding to the whole ruining his aura for posting pictures and everything. And he says, I'm grown as fuck, aura. I just ain't care to post you lol. Get your followers and sell your shoes. So he's playing the rich, famous rapper role right here, being like, you're just a hoe trying to get clout off the situation. But to be honest, yeah, she's getting a lot of attention for this situation, but if we're thinking logically, like, what is she actually gaining from going against a really big rapper? I feel like if she really wanted to be a hoe online and like show titties and shit, she'd get way more followers than just being Destroy Lonely's girlfriend, you know? But there's definitely been some crazier shit in the industry, like Selena Powell and whatever, who do clout chase off rappers. So let's get back into the business. She says, broke up with him because the second to last time we were together, he had a knife in his hand in front of everyone we know and said word for word, I'ma kill this bitch, and we were apart for 3 months after. This all came from him finding texts on my phone with my friend saying I might break up with him when he get back from LA because I ain't feeling his energy anymore. We tried to fix that, but he kept playing victim. You hit in LA and Miami and didn't want to come home and try to tell everybody you single. Mind you, I'm really just at home ignoring you, blowing up my phone day and night, then flew to New York about a week and some change ago to try and come get me back like you can die where you at for real. Damn. She is ruthless, I'm not gonna lie. She's low-key tearing him to shreds because the whole opium aesthetic and aura, whatever, is about like not caring about anything, just being effortlessly cool and whatnot, and not no simp because all the girls want you. And that's exactly what she's making him look like, a simp, where he's getting all up in his feelings because she wants to break up with him, whereas it should be the other way around because he's the famous and rich rapper that can have every girl he wants. And this is the last tweet that we're gonna read because it's all been way too much. She says, I have my reasons, we all do. The more Lone told me I was a user and that I didn't actually love him was mind games enough. And something that I just noticed about today's date is June 24th. And as I keep saying, the trial for Destroy Lonely's domestic abuse charges was supposed to be this month, more specifically on June 18th. And so something must have happened between this court hearing on June 18th and now, which is the next week, for Destroy Lonely's girlfriend to come out and publicly give evidence, because that's probably why she didn't speak before, because their trial was still set. And so if she gives up any evidence, it might just mess up her side of the story. And after further research, digging into the court records of what actually transpired at this June 18th court hearing, it looks like Destroy Lonely actually took a plea bargain, wherein in a way he kind of admitted that he did it so that he would get a lesser sentence, whether or not he actually did it. And then 2 days later, on June 20th, he and his lawyer submitted a motion to withdraw the guilty plea. And apparently in most states you have 30 days to do this, basically taking back, saying that I did it. And here was his reasoning why. After the plea was entered on June 18th, 2024, and sentence was imposed, the state informed Mr. Sandamani, which is Destroy Lonely, counsel, that during the entry of Destroy Lonely's guilty plea, the state uncovered previously unknown information and that Mr. Sandamani should have been offered the opportunity to participate in the pre-trial diversion program to resolve this case, meaning that there was more evidence that was provided by one of the parties or that was discovered in general that may actually help Destroy Lonely's side in proving his innocence. And therefore he and his lawyer withdrew the guilty plea because now they don't even need to take this lesser sentence or plea bargain. They can just be like, nah, I didn't do it, here's the evidence, and go off with his life and whatnot. But on the other hand, depending on how far they are in the process of sentencing Destroy Lonely, it could be evidence to worsen his case and therefore increase or worsen his sentence as well. And so now he's saying there's more at stake here. Let me just fight the case and potentially beat it so it's not on my record, nor will I have to serve time or whatever is at stake here. In fact, in the motion, his lawyer states, Destroy Lonely would suffer from a lifelong ineditable criminal record if he is unable to withdraw his guilty plea. If he were able to withdraw his guilty plea, then he would not suffer from the prejudice and negative consequences of a criminal conviction on one's record. Thus, he has proven that withdrawal is necessary to correct a manifest injustice. So this court case is not settled. And given that, I feel like his ex-girlfriend, who allegedly got abused, is probably angry that he withdraw the guilty plea because they thought they were probably done on the 18th when he took the plea bargain. And now she's almost offended and giving everyone proof online and maybe not in the court. She's trying to take him down, proving that allegedly he did abuse her. However, I don't know if this helps her case, considering now she's like going off on the internet to do it, but it could also help her case. Now it seems like she's got a chip on her shoulder where she is not afraid to let loose on any and every story, and the pictures that she showed before with the bloody skull, which she did not provide to the court beforehand. And obviously, I don't know what transpired, what happened between the two of them. However, one thing I do know is that you definitely don't want an angry ex-girlfriend going after you in this way for your criminal record, potentially throwing you into jail or destroying you online, your persona, your reputation, especially with women, because that's just not cool in any respect. But with all that being said, it's been your boy bobbalam signing off, giving y'all the official court records of what is actually going on with these underground rappers. Let me know in the comments what you think about this situation. Did Destroy Lonely do it, or is she cap? And of course, make sure to like and subscribe to the Bob Gang if you with it. So clap. Nice.